If you love books and you love recommending books to others, then I think it's time you considered becoming a Dymocks franchise owner. There's no doubt there's lots of challenges and changes happening in the book industry right around the world. But at Dymocks, we're prepared for it, and we think it's exciting.
To be successful in this business, you have to be a people person.
We love the texture, we love the feel of books, we love the content of books, we love the impact that books have on children in particular, the expansion of one's mind because of books, the friendships that you can develop because of books. It's endless.
The thing I love about the book business is things are forever changing. There's always new things coming through. There's always new people to meet.
The secret to our success is that we are a team. We really are a team. Barry and I have very different skills, and we're both very aware of the differences between us, and we work well together.
I think when I first went for my training session in Sydney, I remember the one thing that the chap that was training us, I always remember him saying that never a customer until they come back into your store 4 or 5 times. They're just a browser at first. They might be an occasional buyer, but when they come back the 4th or 5th time, you might be able to consider them as a customer. I've always thought about that.
We're supporting our franchise owners with a multi-channel strategy. One that's designed to ensure that every time a customer interacts with us, it's in a consistent way. Through our stores, online, and our loyalty program. We've developed a wonderful buying team at Dymocks. People who know their product and people who are interested in your passion for books. They'll not only source those leading titles, but they'll do so at better margins. We've got a wonderful marketing team. People who understand the best way to communicate the Dymocks brand to its customers. They'll ensure that you've got the right balance of marketing across press, television, radio, and the most important thing of all, your local marketing.
Different Dymocks stores will respond differently to their own market, and my Dymocks store in Alice Springs is quite different to the Dymocks store in Melbourne or Perth or Hobart.
Brand marketing's fantastic because basically every month you get a delivered package. Don't have to worry about it. You know it's always going to be professionally done.
The phone doesn't stop ringing. From 9 o'clock the phone's ringing. Have you got a Jessica Watson book? And what time's she in? And it starts from 9 o'clock and it goes all day. It's always a great day in the store. There's a buzz. The staff just get right into it, and it really sort of puts it all together about why you're here and what you're doing in this industry.
When our staff write recommendations and put them on the books in their stores, the customer response is extraordinary. There is nothing more personal than reading what someone else has written, their experience, how they felt about reading a book. You'll see hundreds of them throughout every store.
Dymocks, the bookstore for book lovers.
Well, the best thing about support from Dymocks is exactly that. It's support. To know that Dymocks Support Office is there dealing with suppliers, working to increase margins for me, is just wonderful. And suddenly an email will arrive saying, we've been able to negotiate a special deal with XYZ publisher, and here you are, here are some new terms. And I look at those emails and I go, oh my goodness, look at that, isn't that lovely? Thank you very much.
Head office give us the titles of the core range of each of the publishers, and I stock them. So that saves me a lot of legwork. So I've got a core of a bookshop there, and then I put my finishing touches on in the outside.
It's exactly the same as starting your own business. But when it's always good to know that when there's some kind of serious problem that you can't solve yourself, there's always someone that can help.
If you need help, you can reach out. But if you don't need help, you're not being hassled.
You can still do what you want to do, but you've got a guiding hand, if you like.
The main advantages of our model are that you've got people that are experienced in the sector, in our franchise advice centre, supporting you through. That we've been in business for 130 years and what an enormous amount of experience that brings to bear on the market. We're also very customer-centric people. All of us understand what's required to drive a successful franchise operation and a successful retail operation.
Head office is not full of 100 people. They're full of 20 or 30 people that you know by their names. You ring them up. So that's very personal. It's a personal communication. It's just close.
The people in the head office, they're really professional and really good people to deal with.
Nothing was hidden from us when we were thinking about becoming a franchise owner. It was very clear.
Yeah, there's absolutely been times where it's been tough. There's no question. And so people need to realise that they got the good times and the bad times. However, I think the system's strong enough and our business is strong enough to survive those times where the sales aren't as good as what they should be.
I'm very optimistic about the future. And I think I'm more optimistic about it because we understand our customers. We listen to them. We know what they want. There's been a lot of talk about ebooks in the market, over the past few years. And the fact is, if you talk to customers, they'll tell you, yes, they're interested in ebooks, but they're not going to lose that love and that passion for the physical book product.
More and more I'm hearing from our customers that they want to shop locally, they want to support businesses within their own area, and they want to support Australian businesses too. I think that's particularly important, and I'm very proud that Dymocks is an Australian company.
I think if you were to enter the book industry, Dymocks would have to be in the forefront of your mind. I wouldn't consider any other.
Write your own success story. Become a Dymocks franchise owner.